need to push this.
Part 2, guys. Part 2, part 2.
So Ronnie is currently 9. He would be outside the bump right now if we shut this off. And Lisa is 11. A 683 for Ronnie and a 788.
I'll cover the thing. I'm gonna sacrifice my ears. Oh no no! Oh 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 my gosh! I'm so scared! I'm so scared! I'm so scared! I'm so. Oh, big lorries! Oh, I'm too scared! I'm too scared!
I've got seats if you want.
Thanks, Dad. Oh.
Yeah, I've got 3, don't worry.
Charlotte brings in Lisa. In fact, no. Charlotte was backing her up.
I'm covering it, and if that's not enough, then I don't know. Oh God.
They both need to get in the podium.
Go like this when they come.
Oh my! Sogalima Holomat! Dad, let's do something! I saw a red car parachutes out at the back! Oh my! Sogalima Holoraka!
Yeah.
I am so sorry for the headphone users. Headphone users, leave this video ASAP. You're gonna have your ears bleeding, okay? Sorry. If any of you are watching this, make sure to like and subscribe. I have to sacrifice my ears.
Callahan was the quickest qualified.
Hey Dad, can you cover my ears when I can't come? But I'm holding my phone. Oh wait, no, I can just do this.
Parachute disconnected from the assassin. Fortunately, he's okay. That's the best news about all that. Now, in a moment, we're going to see number 3 qualifier, Emilio Spinozzi of PB.
Oh no, oh no.
Terra Chevelle.
We've been working on it for a long time, they've been coming down all the way. Jeremy's,
Where's the JDM cars?
last year or so.
Oh no, I see them, they're coming. I think they're coming.
But, things happen that just, in racing, that you just kind of
Solo pass for Jack Danaher.
Cover your ears!
57 Corvette. Jack
Just hold your ears like this, hold your ears.
Write us a check now for about 220. And I reckon you can take the thing after the weekend. I don't like hearing people thinking about it because I want this guy around the game. But Jack, a very quietly spoken racer out of the sunny coast of this stunning Corvette. That's my favourite door phone.
Oh, it's a tough
Thank
looking
God.
car, cool looking car. Hot rod looking car.
Oh no, it's coming, it's coming. Cover your ears. Eli, put your juice up. Oh, put your juice up. Put your juice up. Oh no. It's coming.
Backing him up, she's a school teacher, also starting her drag racing career off as well. So I know she wants to keep Jack in the game as well, but they can't lose more sale.
We're going to see a racetrack. Ho ho ho.
Won't drop the price too much.
I'm going to hold it in between my legs. Eli, this is good, right? Hold it in between my legs. It's coming.
So the Wild Ink, 57 bets. Looks fast, sitting still.
Oh no.
You see it around them. You've got to remember where the war was when he took off.
Great to have Victor Bray in commentary with me. The shoebox
coming.
is up next. Looking forward.
I heard a...
Yeah.
But Jack goes to P9 with 6-1-1.
Holy moly, guacamole, solomoni, solomoni. What in the heck was that noise? What was that noise? I swear, if I was a baby and I did not know how to cover my ears, I would immediately 5. I feel bad for all the babies that are here.
So right now we're going to see number 3 qualify and number 12.
Hey, what about the people who just covered their ears?
Michael Marriott on the computer.
Well, they're a bit okay, but if they had headphones and they're covering their headphone ears, that's okay. But if they're babies, nah, they're not surviving. Or like not their ears are not because it's so loud. But if the babies had headphones and their parents were covering their ears, it would be good. Mazda? Oh. These cars have loud engines.
Yeah, they're good though. Good for him to stay in the field. He's a good guy, he loves racing. Young fan,
I love
young
racing.
fan start.
YouTube, please don't ban me for the loud thingy.
Yeah, Golf Western would rate to us for a couple of years there. The growth of the company was just fabulous, what they're doing now down there. They have fantastic products too as well. You know, we developed a few products with them that we still use today. You know, so they had very good chemist down there. He's a funny guy, but he was a very knowledgeable guy, like a had little experiments everywhere. You know, he was trying to work stuff out for us and got us some good stuff. We started using converters back in those days, and we were told to get the right product in there. And he just changed the whole thing up to a whole different thing.
I hear something. Cover your ears.
Jeremy Callahan. The shoebox and the Chevelle line up. At all. It's not what I would call a great burnout from Engineer.
Are you actually kidding me?
So Victor's going to head
Oh my
down the
goodness,
back to
are you actually kidding me? This is so loud. This is so loud. This is so loud.
So, Benozzi, the thing is not exactly like the tires up this thing.
I know what to do. No.
Lovering, desperate to get into the field. Currently it's a 7-6, so it's well out.
Is it coming?
Welcome back, Alan.
Is it coming?
How about Russell Taylor?
Whoa.
5:57.
Just showing off.
Yeah.
Just showing off.
Now, when you're the two-time and current champ, ripped
Oh
up.
no.
Well, he rolled way forward of the water before he tried smacking the gas. And I know that it's not exactly a hot day out there, but the black asphalt does retain some temperature. And when you roll through the water, if you roll far enough, the tires will dry up. And it looked like to me that's what happened.
Do you get optimum temperature from a situation like that then?
Well, you sure get a lot of clutch or converter temperature. I can promise you that.
So, Lovering needs to lift this game. And we know he can.
Oh,
We
it's
know
coming.
this car ran some very impressive half
That's a
track
tent
and
is blocking the camera.
60-foot times
Oh,
in
never mind.
Sydney. Just on a test session before they came up here. They were in the A final at Dragway at the Bend. So the lovable Bricky from Sydney. So Lovering runs a 5:73. That is way better. And there was issues for Emilio big time just then. So I'm just waiting for that to update on where Lovering is.
Hello.
On first.
Yeah, well, yeah, but it looks solid.
Emilio.
The computer won't update till
Well, I'm
Emilio.
thinking about Lovering now, I guess you're right. But Emilio,
Jay,
initially,
you go into
that
the
situation was ugly, wasn't it?
Yeah, they took the tire off. He said didn't do a burnout, and
Here we go.
apparently didn't get the heat in the slicks that he was hoping to get down there, and it just took the tire off and it was time to go. That's a big step up for Pete.
Yeah, into P6, Alan, which
I'll
is
stay out
very,
here so I can get the best
very
view.
much an improvement. 5:73, top 8 right now. Brody Davies is on the bump spot. Palumbo is outside there. Daniel Gregorini is outside there. Salem Matter is outside. Lisa Gregorini, Jack Danaher. That will wrap up our session for Top Door Slammer. Would you please put your hands together for the new ET record holder and door slammer, Russell Taylor. 5:57. The West Aussie says, I'm here. Benny Bish, you're here too.
I am. I just had a little bit of a quick chat with Jeremy Callahan, and understandably, I said, mate, do you want to have a chat? He goes, you know what, I've said it over and over again now, video and to lots of different people, I'm fine, and I'm really thankful for the He's just walking out the back of the exit there. I didn't want to put him in an awkward position. But please, ladies and gentlemen, after a pretty scary moment last night, put your hands together for Jeremy Callahan, who is okay. It was a bit of a nervous moment, Wade.
Absolutely, Benny. He's one of the most beloved figures in Dawslam already. He's only new to our game, but he's very well respected, him and his family, and it's just nice to see him walking around. And how good to hear Victor Bruce.
Thank you very much, Benny, for being down there. I have Wade, actually. Oh, and Mark Allen is going to be back up here. Hey, race fans, pro outlaw coming up. We're talking about 250 mile an hour cars. We are certainly
Car coming?
Slow part of the performance here. Qualifying for the pro outlaw machines, it's getting pretty brutal out there.
And it is having a field right now for Pro Outlaw. We've got 3 cars that are attempted to qualify here in the field. Number 1, Andrew Sewell with a 5.56. Second with 5.67. Darren Fry fourth, 5.71. John Corneli fourth with a 6.01. Then the rest of the field had struggled. Obviously, it was very cold last night, so it was a bit of a challenge getting these vehicles down the racetrack. But I think that bump spot is going to be somewhere in that mid 5-second zone today once we get it to the end of this session. So this qualifying session is going to be huge.
Well, yesterday was kind of an all or nothing. You and I talked about it last night for you fans that were here. The conditions were there to make a good run, but the margin of error was really small. I mean, if you nailed it, well, you could run like Andrew Silver and go 550s. One of the other pluses that the nitro cars have, top fuel particularly, those huge wings provide so much drag. If the tank stops accelerating, it's going to automatically slow down a lot. Whereas the Slammers, the Pro Mods are so much sleeker that they're cutting through the air. You just don't have as much drag to help naturally slow the car down in that situation.
And that as well. All right, moving now into protocol. First up, it's going to be Darren Fry in the drag. He's currently in the field with a 5.71. Early shot off last night and made some big moves around the top end. And he'll be taking on the man, Benny Bray.
Benny Bray was one of them who didn't get down last night. That's the Century Batteries machine over on the right side. I know you Aussie fans are all used to this. It's still taking a little getting used to for me. The old pro comp way back in the days on my side of the world where alcohol dragster, alcohol 20 car run heads up. Absolutely love it. I just don't get to see it very often.
So we used to call it Pro Comp in the 1980s and then we changed it, I think around 1990. So it was originally called Pro Comp here as well.
Like you were around in the 1980s.
I was born in the 80s.
Oh, but the
89?
No, bit older than that. All right, Century Batteries, funny car, Benny Bray. Didn't get down the track last night. The dragster, Darren Fry, it did. So this is the national record holding dragster here in Australia. Darren Fry, obviously, was by the previous team, Tim Clifton, have got that record of 5.39. So he's got the potential there, he's got the capability.
You know, let's sit down there.
Darren has always campaigned in a funny car.
He switched over about 12 months ago to the dragster. So this still comes to terms. He's still learning how to drive a dragster compared to the funny car. Because it is all about finesse in a dragster. Where in a funny car, it is all about being aggressive, getting on top of the steering wheel, getting it early. You know, sort of beast to drive.
You're exactly right. Remember, dragsters to a funny car. It's not uncommon for them to knock over a block or maybe brush a wall because they're trying to finesse drive it. And when they go from a funny car to a dragster, the thing will start moving and the dragster will get down there and start wagging its tail because you just need a smidge of a correction and they're giving it a full wheel of correction. So it does take a little bit of getting used to. But here we go. Car in the left lane is currently qualified number 3, but I agree with Mark. I don't think that 71 is safe.
How are you doing right now? Darren Fry, 5.43, 264 miles an hour. He announces himself to the pro outlaw field with that pass.
Go ahead. I give you permission. I know you want to say it. He goes.
Straight to the top.
Yeah, see.
What are
Give me
these
another
cars
guy, give me
down?
another
They're
guy
so
later.
weird.
All right. Darren Fry, now number 1, and he's got a 10th change on the field. Ben Bray, you saw it. He matched the gas on the starting line. And jumped off. Just look at the tire mark down there. Knocked the tire loose. Chad. 38.
Yes, well done, mate.
I'm going to tell Benny next time. I
Oh,
want to hear that
so
before.
Yeah. I was
That's exactly what I was trying to do. That's what we're supposed to run.
I'm with you there. Next up, well, this man was the number 1 qualifier at the start of the session. Andrew Sewell with a great 5.56 last night, which was absolutely killer in the conditions that they were challenged with. He'll be taking on the funny car of John Canulli.
Canelli, who last night was in mad thrash mode, trying to get the 660 IHRA ProMod car up here for the final qualifying session, was unable to get the car back together and get it up here. So that was very frustrating for him last night. He would like to be able to take out his frustrations on the pro alcohol field here for the rest of the weekend. He currently sits number 4, but I don't believe I'm telling tales out of school to say that 601 is not going to be quick enough to stay in the field. You said yesterday mid-550s. I thought a 560 something might do it, but after watching that first pair of cars go down the racetrack, I think that you may be right.
Well, John Ganelli set the national record here in front, top of the tune-up, what it needs, what it wants to get on the track. So there's a lot of potential there for John Ganelli. Andrew Searle, this funny car on the other side, he was a number 1 qualifier, obviously, the first session. They've been really consistent with this funny car. They've built their season on consistency, just little step by little step. Get a little bit quicker each pass. They've got a PB in the 540 for the 547. I think they could challenge that PB in the session. If they were 556 last night in conditions which were very challenging, he could potentially run a PB here.
Yeah, 547 is his career best, and I definitely believe that the Acme composite car can make a better run than that. I'd still love any car with a Superman emblem on the side of it. That's all. I'm all about that. I'm great with the superheroes. I'm really a Spider-Man guy, but I wouldn't throw rocks at Superman.
I'm a Superman guy. Man of Steel.
All right, boys, let's see if they're 2 and 4 right now, but that 601 ain't going to be enough.
Imagine I had North in it.
They have,
so he goes from oh no, that's illegal.
To 3, which is not a big jump on the sheet, but
is it?
He goes from
Oh wait, no, that's just
to
show off car.
Feel a whole lot more comfortable.
I tell you what
North
stands out
is
to me in
very
that pass for John Ganelli, he drove through some massive shape. I'm not sure if he pedaled it, but he did.
Live. It's going to be Steve Carpenter. It's going to be Brett White. It's going to be 2 guys that did not get down. Basically started from scratch.
Yeah, Brett White about to move forward. Not too sure what actually happened with Brett White's funny car last night. So from memory, he went to launch and just nothing.
Yeah.
Yep.
He basically idled down the racetrack, and I was speculating that potentially a broken throttle cam or some kind of deal like that, because he had it revved up on the starting line. When he cut it loose, it just went to a dead idle, and then idled it down the track. The bottom line is you get no data, no information, nothing you can use except, well, fix whatever broke. Come back and try it again. But as we have seen out there, 540 is kind of the order of the day so far.
Yeah, we got the dragster Stephen Carpenter here. So he's a rookie, very raw with the dragster driving. He drove some sedans back in the day, like super sedans and that. So they're just taking baby step by baby step. Learn on the run, doing everything right. They were just looking for a 580 or 570 laps time here out of the dragster.
I'm going to tell you, conditions like this, a 580 or 570 might be more difficult to run than a 550. These cars, like the nitro cars, if the conditions are there, you've got to match your car to the conditions. It's very difficult to try to slow one of these things down when the conditions are begging for it to go faster. You've got to be aggressive to keep the tires in the car.
Exactly, because you can get that weak tire shake as well. So if you go too far the other way, you've got those issues.
After what we saw happen in the door slammers with the all-time quickest run, the new national record, I think all the alcohol guys back here, because they have basically the same power combination, basically the same tire combination, conditions are out there to not be shy. Brett White just looking for that first beam. He's found it. Now we're rolling 7 more inches. That far down the racetrack, 590, 240 miles an hour for Brett. Pretty lazy off the starting line as well.
Insane car.
1,000-foot mark and then get back after it.
I think he was trying to make sure he got himself into the field at 590. Actually puts him in the field at 5th position, so that all might come in handy later on.
Oh, I can smell the gas.
Vicious tire shake. So they're going to have a lot of checking the parts and fittings when they get back to the pits there on that drag off the start line.
Benny?
Back out here, sorry.
Well done.
Thank you.
All right, well, the Sprag and the gearbox, these cars all use a planetary transmission. The Sprag is basically a one-way clutch. So you've got got that transmission engaged, it's driving, and when the one-way clutch gives up, basically it's not driving. So that would certainly cut it loose on the starting line, rolled the drag, and at that point it just didn't have any forward mode.
Yeah, I think that's a really good pass from the team. So, actually set a data for him. The funny part is happy. So they go after it in the final qualifying session. We see another red 20 car, this time it's Shane Phillips.
Why didn't it come?
Shane Phillips completes the burnout, and Wayne Price has not yet fired the machine up back here. Just gave it another squirt in the injector, and they're spinning that thing over, and I'm waiting to see something come out of the pipes. I'm not seeing it yet. They are rapidly running out of time as Shane Phillips makes his way back to the starting line.
Each lap in this qualifying session is critical for these teams because obviously it is an oversubscribed field for Pro Alcohol. Only 8 cars will be here tomorrow on race day. 4 will go home. And Wayne Price is currently he's actually currently in the field 7th spot with a 10-second pass, but obviously that won't hold. Shane Phillips is also in the field.
He's about to become 8th.
Yeah.
And I do believe it's about to strike midnight back there for... Yes, the clock has officially struck midnight for Wayne Price.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate for the team. I feel for Wayne Price and those guys over there. So let's all focus our attention now on Shane Phillips, the Chili Bins funny car.
Little spray of de-icer in the injector out there as he should roll it forward.
Rev.
Let's see, he's...
Go.
I mean, number 8, but we don't really care. When you look at the scoreboard down there and you know Super Sedan can run quicker than that, ain't nobody comfortable there. What makes you comfortable? Inside Chris Hargrove, 567?
Shane Phillips, he'll go after him.
But I mean, what would he have to run to be comfortable?
550 at the moment, but they'll run in the 540s.
You think so?
If this is out the back door, it's a 540. The quickest pass in Australian Pro Alcohol history, 5:34, 273 miles an hour. Well, I said 5:30. That was 5:34.
420.
Shane Phillips at 5.346, 273 goes to the top. Australian record, 5:34. He's 9:29 down low. Watch this again, and if you can find a flaw, you're making it up, because there wasn't one.
Wow, just sit back, watch the replay here of Shane Phillips. That is history here for the Phillips team. 5:34 under the national record. The quickest pass we've seen here in Australian drag racing history for Pro Alcohol. Incredible. And fastest as well, I believe as well.
That car didn't move 6 inches one way or the other. And for an alcohol funny car, that is hugely unusual. Normally, those things are just always kind of dancing around a little bit. All right, let's check in with Benny. I bet he's got a happy man down there.
Yeah. And you know what I love about these guys is that this guy's been doing this for 50 years more, and the novelty doesn't wear off PBs. It's amazing. Oh, this is fun.
I want to see what's going on.
It's amazing, mate. Bob, did you expect that number?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, we did. And he was driving like a jet. And the thing last night was, remember I told you that thing's going to go? Well, it just went.
Gary, there is no guarantees that the next generation of a champion is going to be a champion.
The Q10. Whoa.
But he hasn't fluked it, has he? He works hard.
Even when he's at watching TV, he swaps with cars, he stages it and pulls the brake, but he's this.
Was that hold as number 1? Hey, if you want to be number 1, all you have to do is make the quickest run in the history of Australia.
That's really good pass.
Yes, it is.
That was an incredible performance by Shane Phillips.
I think you're right. And it wasn't, what is it, midnight back where I'm from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're talking supercharged methanol, alcohol engines, in a funny car. One of the best we've ever seen. Well, Daniel Reed and Luke Marston now. What can these guys put on? Because we've seen Daniel Reed has been neck and neck with Shane Phillips all season when you're talking ET performances. He's run to the 30s. He's just seen what Shane Phillips did. that Luke can get us the 540. If everything aligns.
You thought Shane could get a 540. You couldn't. Blue right pocket. The All-Star banner is machined for Belgravia Apparel, AC Delco. Daniel Reed not yet qualified, and Luke Martin, who is technically in for the moment, but we all know that 1068 that you see down there on the scoreboard is not good enough. 1038 is not good enough. If you want to be quick out to the field right now, you got Outrun Tom Brewey, 63. If you want to be the man, show me the quickest number in Australian history.
So Daniel Reed goes to number 2 spot. It wasn't a clean pass. He had a little bit of shake off the start line, which would have hurt a little bit of ET as we watch the replay here. Alan?
Yeah, that was a pretty solid run. So it shook a little bit, but I mean, 930 to 60 foot, it wasn't off that far. 939, I think, is what the number was. Yep. And then carried the momentum all the way through the top end.
Marsden made some big moves down the other end as well.
You know, it's not very often you watch pro alcohol cars run and somebody runs 542 and you go, he's all right. Benny.
Yeah, well, I still saw a smile on the face of this guy, the second generation out of 4 in drag racing in Australia, and that's cool.
Yeah, it is cool. I mean, that's pretty. We didn't get our bounce, our banker run last night, so that was get us in the field, and then we can work on from there. So a little bit of a surprise with the 542 and 271. So we'll probably, ladies and gentlemen.
Incredible. We're going to have to actually work out where Shane Phillips lands in the world standings, because that's up there.
It is. I actually just texted Sean Bellemere, the reigning American champion. I sent him a picture of the screen and said, "What do you think?" And he wrote back, "That's a hell of a run." Chris Hargrove and Stuart Pryor, we ain't done yet. Now, if you want to be in the quick half of the field, you got to be in the 40s. Andrew Searle, 549 is number 4. 540 does not have length to it.
So here we go, the injected nitro drags the Embraco. When you talk potential, leading, if someone was going to knock off Shane Phillips in that top spot, it's this very team right now.
In the States, we have seen injected nitro cars run in the 5.0 zone, like 5.08, 5.07. I honestly don't know what the rules comparison is back and forth as far as fuel percentage, as far as gear ratio, as far as that kind of stuff over here, over there.
That's actually a really good question. I'm not too sure on that, so I won't say anything on that side of things. But what I can tell you for the controlled insanity team, last week in session, we went 2.4 seconds half. That's a 3:30 or 2.44 seconds, which is the equivalent of a low 5.3 second half. But there's a whole lot of racetrack after that you've got to keep the potentials there. He can take on Chris Hargrave in the middies electrical.
Oh my!
Chris Hargrave last night.
Why does it keep
Currently the number 7 qualifiers. The first one was in the dragster on track this weekend. They decided to sit out last night's session. So here comes Chris Hargrave. They pedalled it to a 567.
Which I said at the time I thought was going to be safely in the field. Shows what I know. Note to self, do not argue with Mark Allen when you're talking pro nitro or pro alcohol racing in Australia. Miles an hour. And he jumped up there in the top half of the field, barely. 573 for Stuart Pryor, and that thing absolutely basketballed the tires. So Chris now is in the top half of the field.
That's a PB for the team. That is you cannot wait.
Sean Bellemere, by the way, again, the American champ, 5:35.1 is the quickest that he has ever run. And I'm curious, again, what the overdrive rules are, if they are consistent between the two, and I don't know.
That is actually a really good question. I'm not too sure on the blowout drive differences. I'm sure Shane Phillips will be intimating the answer shortly. Reed looks over at the live stream and you might get back to us on that. But we are now into Pro Stock Bike qualifying session number 2.
Callum Gadisi, Paul Andrews on the start line. They are number 1 in qualifying at the moment. Here they are off the trailer.
Bikes out. Show the potential of the racetrack and the weather right now. The weather is spectacular. The racetrack, maybe even better, as we've seen with everybody that's gone down.
There's a motorcycle.
742, 178 miles an hour. Doesn't improve on his
Those weren't even that loud
pass from Callum Gadisi.
compared to the
Andrews
to the cars.
was down about 2 tenths.
Yeah, it definitely was not where he wanted to be on the initial move. Look at the weather conditions right now. Correction factor is 101.9. 361 meters. It is 20 degrees out there right now. Water drain's checking in at 47, so horsepower again. They've got pretty good air to make horsepower with out there right now.
That is killer conditions in the middle of the day. So that's what the Winter Nationals, what makes the Winter Nationals so special. We get these mine shaft conditions where you can make a little bit more horsepower just from the weather alone. And these bikes will love it. Pretty scary. Technologies. He's going forward. He's currently in the field at number 8 spot with the Ireland. He's at number 3 qualified. He won a best of the 765 yesterday. So scary. He will want to improve on that 15-second pass. He want to get to the top half of the field.
Well, if we just get the thing to get out the starting line. Yesterday, we saw a lot of importance. Get so much bite. They jump up on the wheel and just kind of unload and then buck back and forth for the first 100, 150 feet. Some of the guys were able to drive through that, complete the run, and some of the guys gave up and just know we're coming to Friday tomorrow. Sam Scary, a 735, even better for Lockie. Lockie was not quite as good as 62, but better to 330. The bike kind of fell into the groove a little quicker. So Lockie will slide into the number 2 spot. Sam Scary will slide into the number 4 spot. Speed. Sam Scary, pretty good horsepower down at the other end of the racetrack, but needs to get that thing moving early.
If you get that first half of the racetrack, watch out for Sam Scary. The potential is there, 181 miles an hour, so he was 4 mile an hour up on Lockie Island. But yeah, nearly a tenth down on ET. So Pro Bike putting on a show here in qualifying session number 2. Just like all their counterparts, the sedan counterparts and all the pro categories, they've got too much horsepower. They need to take horsepower away off the start line and then get the power back into the bike as quick as possible. And the challenge is obviously not to porpoise, not to spin. So, and it's a hard thing on a pro bike to do that.
It is definitely a bit of a tightrope walk.
Next up, we will have Jason Lee to take on Vanessa Rodman. So Rodman running on the Luke Rally Racing Hayabusa. Says here. And Jason Lee on the Suzuki, the TBR.
Luke Crowley currently in that number 8 position. Another one of them that didn't get the full pull in yesterday. Jason at least got far enough down the racetrack. He probably got some information he can work with, and hopefully he'll be able to utilize
last season. He missed the Nitro Champs go this year. He made some back to the winning average. Moving forward, he can obviously he can run into the 7-second zone. Jason Lee, Vanessa Rodman. We've seen her qualify last year in Pro Bike, ran the low 7-second zone as well. The challenge is if they can get the bikes off the start line with minimal hassle.
Another bike coming.
They can definitely run to a low 7-second zone.
That really has been a bit of the challenge this weekend. We really haven't seen any like world-class 60-foot times so far. So the real problem zone of the racetrack seems to be well between right there and just past the Christmas tree.
That's been one of the better ones.
Yeah, Vanessa's bike just not happy when she cuts the clutch loose out there.
Yeah, he's still actually in the bottom half. We got identical ETs between Sam Scary and Jason Lee. Both riders went 746 with the 3. Sam Scary went 181 miles an hour, so Jason Lee's 175.
Speed tiebreaker, of course, when the elapsed times are identical, and we got two more about ready to fire up, and one of them's going to sound a whole lot like the rest of them. Those V-twins just sound angry, don't they? Grumpy. I said grumpy, not angry, grumpy.
So you've been one of the most dominant performers in Pro Bike for the last 10 years, and you decided to shift your entire program over to a fuel. So Luke Crowley, to take on Ryan Leon.
Notice the crew people back behind the bike, so they're getting them lined up more than any other machine. I mean, even in a top fuel machine. It's important to make sure that the motorcycles are pointed straight down the racetrack, because any adjustment you have to make, you have to lean, just like with any motorcycle. And because they have an automotive style rear tire that is flat across the bottom, if you lean, you make contact